Hello, everyone. We want first of all to say thank you for being here the whole day. It's been a long night and another day we're here. We want to say thank you so much to every lawyer that has been there in Gigiri, in Central Police, even in Kamukonji. The phone calls, every legal help that we've gotten, we want to say thank you very much. And I would even mention Martha Karua advocate, Dan Maanzo, advocate Kaminwa, advocate Ndegwanjiru, and all the others. We want really to say thank you. We are the Presidential Exploratory Committee of the presidential ticket of Okiya Omtatah. And we had to do this because, of course, we still do not know where the abductees are. And that's the reason we went to the street, and that's the reason we're here. We want to say categorically that they've really hurt him. He has a lot of pain, so after this, we are actually headed to the hospital. He's not okay. He was not able to have his medicine, good part of yesterday night. He got his medicines late. He's not doing very well. So I just want to tell Kenyans to keep us in their prayers. After this, we are headed to Nairobi Hospital to admit him for checkups because there are a lot of things that have not gone right since yesterday. But we also want to give our thanks to Kenyans, well-wishers, friends, journalists, everyone who has held vigil with us and are here. Let's keep fighting. This is a long fight and we have to keep doing it, and more so until the abductees have been found. Because until now, we do not know where they are. But we are trusting we are going to get the abductees. And I'm going to allow our communications director in the PEC committee to say something.
So thank you so much. As for me, it's just to thank the Fourth Estate. I think you guys were with us the whole of yesterday from the time Senator was arrested to Gigiri. And I remember when we started following the police cars from Gigiri to Pangani to Kamkunji, the press was with us. So it's us from a Presidential Exploratory Committee, is to say thank you so much to the journalists. I think you guys have done a remarkable story to tell the country what is happening and what Senator is doing. Apart from that, I think for us, as you have said, we're not going to rest. The Senator has said that he will continue following up until all the abducted Gen Zs are found. I think it's something that he holds dear in his heart, and it's something that he'll follow up. And I think moving on from once he's released, he'll be taking him to hospital for him to be checked up. After his checkup, I think he'll go back to his duties and try and find out where they are. So thank you so much, and we really appreciate what you guys have done for us. Thank you.
I shall be very brief because I've got a new engagement elsewhere. Mine is to thank the magistrate who have appeared before. Just now. She's a strong magistrate. She has a sense of fairness. She has a sense of justice. And that's what we expect from our judiciary. Those of you who are young may not know very much about the history of this country. This country is where it is because of the judiciary. We have had a judiciary on the whole in recent times, which one can say has been strong, has been independent, and we should continue to support it. Without the judiciary, without a strong rule of law in the country, we would probably not be where we are at the moment at all. We still feel that we should have hope, continue to have hope in the judiciary. And this magistrate has shown us quite clearly that as we start the new year, we should continue united and make sure that the rule of law in the country is upheld. It is unfortunate that the conduct and the behavior of what is going on, our young men or young women disappearing for the country, is disgraceful and despicable. No wonder that some individuals have decided to go to The Hague and file a suit there because of what is happening. People just disappearing in the country is something that happens in a country that one can refer to as a banana republic, which is not really mature at all. Kenya is a mature country, and we should continue to feel that we are a mature country. Let those who are behind disappearances learn a lesson and stop abducting young people and doing also messing their lives. That's all. Thank you very much.
Let me say that today justice has been seen in the courts, and we want to say that the courts are the last defense for the people of Kenya. There were no offenses committed as such. The affidavit of did not disclose an offense. But I want to urge young people that the biggest battle is the vote. And we want to urge those who are 18 and have no IDs to get their ID cards. Then go to the constituency IBC office. Is open, is operational, even if there are no commissioners, and register as a voter. That is the best weapon you can have to create change in the country. Without that, we are going to have this problem. Let all the young people be on the deciding table in the next election. And even I urge the country to have IBC as quickly as possible. We have lost members of parliament, and their places have not been replaced. The abductions are outrageous. We know that state agencies are guilty of this. There's no one else licensed to have handcuffs other than a state officer. There's no one licensed to have a gun. And even nowadays they have guts to shoot the vehicles of those who they want to abduct, to follow up, and even vehicles hanging around tracing people to be abducted. We also want to call upon Kenyans to rein on such people, such abductors, now that the government has denied they belong to them. When you see somebody hanging around as they did in Embu, 2-3 days, number plate with fake numbers, when you search them, they appear to other people. Let wananchi also help do public arrest on these people so that we can hand over them to the police. And we want the IG to obey court order. Let him come here in court. Either bring these people, he has capacity to arrest these criminals. He knows who these criminals are. Let the IG give orders and arrest the criminals, whether they belong to state agents or whether it is even the director of CID or people, CID officers if they are involved. Therefore, let the rule of law rule this country, and next week we expect the IG in court and we expect the abductees to be released.
Mawakili kupata mandugu zetu 23 wamepatiwa uhuru wao mahakamani kwa shutuma za polisi ambazo sio za halali kwetu sisi. Tumezidi kuendeleza ama kuhimiza mahakama kwamba mambo haya ya serikali ambayo sisi hatuambatani nayo ama hatuelewani nayo, ni kwamba wananchi wana haki za kuungana, kuandamana na kufanya maandamano ya amani, na kwamba njia yoyote ambayo sio ya kisheria ya kuuzilia mbali haki hizi, sisi kama jamii ya mawakili tutasimama kidete. Tutahakikisha kwamba sheria ya kikatiba na wala sio sheria ya kiimla ndio itakuwa inafuatwa. Tumefurahi kwa sababu leo kipindi cha mwisho, siku ya mwisho ya mwaka huu wa 2024 tumepata maelekezo dhabiti ya kisheria na ya kikatiba, na kwamba hawa mandugu zetu 23 leo watajumuika na familia zao, watafurahia mwaka mpya wakiwa huru. Alafu tutarudi tarehe 21 kuja kufanya ama kuchukua maelekezo mengine kotini. Lakini tunahimiza kwamba kuna utekaji nyara, mfumo wa kuteka nyara wa Kenya ambao unaendelea, mfumo ambao sio wa kisheria bali ni mfumo wa kigaidi. Yani tunasema kwamba kuna watu katika serikali ambao wamechukua sheria mikononi mwao na wanaangamiza misingi ya kikatiba, misingi ya kidemokrasia ambao sisi kama Wakenya tumepigania muda mrefu. Lakini haimaanishi kwamba tulipopigana tuliweka silaha zetu chini. Silaha bado tuko nazo, silaha za amani, silaha za maridhiano, silaha za kuhakikisha ama kudhibitisha kwamba nchi yetu ya Kenya haitarudi katika mfumo wa kiimla, mfumo wa kibepari. Tunasema kwamba sisi kama mawakili tuko tayari kuanzisha mfumo mpya wa kidemokrasia, wa kisheria. Na sisi kiapo chetu kama mawakili, wote hawa walio hapa ni mawakili wanachama wa Law Society of Kenya, tulichukua kiapo kwamba tutachukua sheria, tutalinda sheria, tutalinda katiba na tutafata mfumo ambao ni wa kikatiba. Tumefurahi leo kwa sababu tumeona afueni, koti imeimarisha udhibiti wa sheria kwa kusema kwamba waandamanaji hawa wa amani wapatiwe ruhusa pale watakapolipa bail ya shilingi 1,000 kila mmoja wao, ambao inalipwa sasa hivi Kwa hivyo muda usio mrefu watatoka wakiwa huru na mnaweza kuwahoji. Lakini nawashukuru wenzangu hapa kwa sababu tumeshinda hapa siku nzima, labda wengine hawaja kula, mimi nilikuwa nimekula. Nataka pia nyinyi wanahabari niwaombee muwe na sikukuu njema, mwaka mpya wa fanaka na baraka. Tutaonana mwakani ukianza. Asanteni sana.
This is my piece of advice to our President, His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Kenya is our country. We cannot run anywhere. This country needs a lot of wisdom in leading it. It doesn't need force. Another thing, His Excellency, he took an initiative on 11th of July 2024 by dismissing all of the cabinet secretaries. But he forgot only one thing, to dismiss all friends of him surrounding him. All friends of him surrounding him, because they are misleading him, they are not helping him. We want peace in the Republic of Kenya. This is our country. The economic status of our country and the political status, when we look at it now, it's not good actually. Where shall we run to? The image of our country, some years back they were calling Kenya as a country of peace, as a country that most of people really loved it. But at this particular time now, when you look at our country, actually, it is in a very dilapidated state. Therefore, at this particular time, I wish also to give my appreciation to the entire court for the arbitration that they did, so that they can be able to release these freedom fighters, mainly to go and celebrate the new year at their home. Otherwise, let me wish you best of luck, the social media for the work that you have done, and may the Lord bless you abundantly. New year of 2025. Thank you very much. All right.
My name is Patrick Lavens, advocate of the High Court. Here I was acting for Law Society of Kenya. We had a couple of colleagues being joined all over here. So I think what we'd want to say is it's a relief for the families that will spend their new year with those who are arrested arbitrarily, and that the judicial system should not be used to frustrate dissent, that we live in a country governed by the rule of law, and in as much as the 23 plus youthful Kenyans, innocent Kenyans who are fighting for what is right and not what is easy because the government has failed them, it shouldn't be encouraged that this should be the norm each and every day, that frustrated Kenyans are forced to actually fight for their own right when the government is not delivering on its mandate and promises. Equally, in as much as they have been free today, we also call for the production of and the release of Kibat Bull, his brother Ronnie, and 4 others, Bernard as well, Peter, all those Kenyans who are abducted, to be released so that they can join their families, because it's quite disheartening that we are trying to roll back, from where we once tried to run away from. So abductions, arbitrary arrest equally should not be encouraged. So we are happy that they have been released today, those who are arrested, and we thank the Law Society of Kenya for always standing firm, for always standing true to its call to protect, safeguard, and defend the rule of law. So with me is the Vice President of the Law Society of Kenya, Mr. Mora Kabata. I will just invite him to say a word or two. Thank you.